depth purposes to a guy that's actually going to be able to contribute here?
Yeah, Spencer's another example of a guy who's trying to take a role, right? Especially when we're so injured. Spencer's done a nice job since we got here of catching the ball, and playing in space. And I think with the bodies we needed, he was a guy that we could take from the tight end room who'd played the stand-up position out of high school and done some good things even last year on the scout team. That we felt like at least he could go out there and manage, playing out in the open space. Good hands, and he's done a great job adapting to that. Obviously, he's been there only a handful of weeks, like many of those guys. But I think he's grown in that role and has done a nice job filling it.
Is that something that's still going to be like a permanent change even when the depth comes back, or is it kind of?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows how it comes back. He's doing a good job, and I think that's indicative for us.
He's added about 12 to 15 pounds since last season. Where would you say you've seen the most improvement from last season to now?
In regards to Spencer still with him? Yeah, I think he's just matured as far as, his body's changed for sure from 1 year to the other. He bulked up to be in the tight end, to be more in the box as a tight end for us. And now we've got him split out a little bit, so we're kind of playing with where that weight needs to be, So he's gotten stronger and faster, and I think every day he's get a chance to get a little more outside, it'll be better,
How much did Juwan's unavailability impact kind of your game planning? I guess the time frame of that. Would you guys?
I think he was undetermined up till kickoff. You just don't really know, and it's been like that every week of camp. Really, it seems like it's been one after the other, and it's kind of really fluctuated in regards to how guys have had to step up. And I've been proud of those young guys who've had to come in and do some things, and even the guys who maybe have been down on the scout team have gotten reps with us because in practice you can't get all the reps, So those guys done a good job rolling in, and Juwan, obviously we'd love to have him back. It's good to have Johnny back again. Johnny was out for a couple weeks there too in practice, and kind of making sure we're getting healthy. That's the big thing, and that's those guys who've gone in there have done a good job, and I think each day we get a better chance to get more timing is critical for us.
Mario. Patrick Herbert has a similar build to Spencer, similar skill set in terms of being able to catch the ball. Do you see a chance where he could even add to what you're trying to do to fill in?
Yeah, I think he's another good example. You're exactly right. Another good example of a guy who can run and catch, and we've popped him out a little bit on some of our stuff we're doing in practice right now just to get a chance for a guy who can run and catch and get some more bodies out there, especially when you break up now in practice from scout teams, you lose some of your other guys to give the defense a look, and you've really got to manage getting enough guys out there in a rack of reps.
Mario had mentioned just the number of called runs in the second half that also had RPO attachments, so it kind of skewed the numbers more towards pass than run, even though you called a good number of them.
Yeah.
How come there weren't just more traditional, just straight called runs, Marcus? Because obviously I know they were stopping it very well, 13 carries for 13 yards, but at the same time, the RPOs, you're completing the passes, but they weren't moving the sticks all the time either. So why weren't there just more straight runs in the second half?
Yeah, I think there was a couple straight runs in there. I think the RPO game we felt like was going to give us an advantage to be able to, with what they did up front and putting our guys in space a little bit, trying to take advantage of some leverage in the way they moved. I think that's part of philosophically what you're trying to do. I think there was times where we could have probably handed the ball off in other looks, but that just really was part of the game plan. I thought the guys, for the most part, executed the game plan pretty well. They played tough. I was proud of the way they went out, and they were excited, man. So that was really good.
You feel like you took enough advantage of the vertical passing game, and do you want to emphasize that more?
I think you probably, looking back on it, you probably say, with the guys, probably not protecting those young guys who were out there who had to go in and step in, probably not protect them and see if we can cut it loose a little more, I think I'll always take ownership and kind of say, man, just, let those guys go out there and play. And I think we look back and let those guys play a little bit more. It would be great,
That first quarter, game script-wise, it seems like everything you had drawn up in the lead-up was pretty solid, executed pretty well. I mean, as things sort of changed in the game, was that more of just Kevin Steele making adjustments, or was that just more of a lack of execution down the stretch there?
I think it's probably a little bit both. I think the opening quarter was really nice. Is what we did. The second quarter, the same thing. Came out, went down the field, putting drives together. Just got to be, whether it be whatever the case may be, coming up short or, execution-wise, I think, whatever it may be, they made great adjustments. They're a great staff. We made a couple tweaks here and there, and then, I think just continuing to find ways to move the sticks was important in that deal, especially playing a good defense. You got to convert those third and inches, and you got to catch the touchdowns. You got to take care of the football. All the little things that really give us a chance to do those things.